Ahoy, shipmates! Still not quite got the old voice back just yet. Let's get in closer. Just need to get this cold out of my head. Right, 2 departures today from P&O. You have the Arcadia, which we're looking at the stern of here. And if we look over here, we can look at the pointy end, the bow. We can see all the lines still attached. And then we all will have, after that, the Ventura, and she's here at the ocean terminal. I heard on the radio that Arcadia, I think she's just ready to say she was ready to go. I didn't quite catch the message, but I did hear a message from Arcadia. And I can see lots of shipmates down at the dockside there, ready to let those lines go. So I'm imagining this will be happening ever so shortly. Then we've got some more ship movements, haven't we? Thursday's the biggie this week. 5 ships on Thursday. I'm definitely doing Thursday. I'm not sure if I'll do anything else. Might do tomorrow. 3 tomorrow. It's really got busy back into cruise ship season. Good view here from Netley. Weather is much improved. Visibility 22 nautical miles. It's just ever such a gentle breeze. It's blowing from the it's just gusting up to 5 knots here. Wind is from the south, so it might well be blowing horn noises our ways should they decide to blow their horns, which I'm hoping they will. We've had some good hornage lately. Plenty of shipmates in the chat. Ahoy there, Steve Mack. Blimey, Steve Mack, you're first in the chat. So I'm not saying that's unusual for you, but that is quite unusual. Ahoy there, Jill Marsh. Ahoy there, Hilary Fletcher. Oh, it says Happy Easter to everyone. Oh, yeah, of course. Happy Easter. It's not been the best of days here in Port. I was out doing a battle with some bamboo earlier, and it was, I felt the odd spit of rain. Ahoy there, Elizabeth G. Shipmate Hillary says Aurora has been cancelled for tomorrow, not cleared from the refit. Oh, thank you for that information, shipmate. Currently, I still have her down, but maybe that will change. Well, Steve Max says, he's avoiding football. I wonder what football you're avoiding. Just Southampton managed a draw the other day. They are certainly going to be relegated this year, which is a bit of a shame. But they did manage a draw. So I think I don't remember if they're still on target to be the worst performing team in the Premiership ever. Not sure. I can't remember. So I'm sure some enlightened shipmates will be able to correct me there. Arcadia, which we're looking at now, as I can skillfully tell by reading the name off the stern, off on an Easter-themed cruise, and I'm not entirely sure what that entails. This is quite an interesting itinerary. So he's off on a 19-day round-trip Eastern Mediterranean discovery, calling in at Motril in Spain, which is a new destination. I've not seen that one before. Palermo in Sicily. Then Pieras, or Athens, for Greece. And then Kusadi in Turkey. Santorini, back in Greece. Heracleone in Crete, Greece, and then Gibraltar, bit of UK territory there, and then back to Southampton. So it's a real exploration around the Eastern Europe there, Eastern Mediterranean, popping around the Greek Isles. One of the advantages of the smaller cruise ships. Of course, Arcadia, not quite the oldest ship in P&O's fleet. She's 2005. She was built, whereas the oldest is Aurora, and she was built in 2000. Hoping we'll get some passenger and crew numbers later. I suspect it'll be quite busy. She's got space for around about 2,300 passengers on board, 866 crew. Last refurbished 23-24, a couple of years ago. 285 metres long with a beam 33. On the smaller side, shall we say. But I know a firm favourite amongst many of the shipmates. And I never remember which one's which, but I think is Arcadia the adult-only one. Some of the smaller P&O ships are adult-only, and I don't remember which ones they are. Well, the shipmate Windy George says, when is Ventura due to leave? Ventura due to leave at 5, and Arcadia is now 7 minutes late. We can see Ventura on port cam. There we go, that's the top of Ventura. I'm not quite sure which way she's facing. I think she's backwards in, isn't she? She'll come out and give us a bit of a spin. Shipmate Leslie R said, yes, adult only. I think shipmates, yeah, I couldn't remember which one's which. It always passes me by, but yes, I know there's quite a few shipmates that really appreciate the adult-only nature of some of these cruises. Shipmate Hilary Fletcher said, all people have been receiving emails this afternoon about Aurora. As the cruise has been cancelled then, I guess. The shipmate Andrew A says, please can I ask why some people's names are a different colour in the chat? Yes, if you are a spanner or an admin, your name will be in blue with a little spanner after it, or a wrench, as the Americans would say. But if you're a member of the channel, your name will be in green, and you get a little anchor after your name as well. Membership is a part of the channel somewhere in the screen. There'll be a little button for membership, and it will explain the benefits. It's a happy Easter, isn't it? Of course, I've forgotten it was Easter today. I made the mistake of trying to go to Costco earlier, and lo and behold, it was closed. Even the fuel station was closed as well. But I will also say, I wasn't the only one that made the mistake of going to Costco. There was an endless stream of people going into the car park and turning round.
We're champion BTS.
Right, they're all down there at the dockside.
We're champion BTS. Well received, thank you.
So I'm hoping all is good. Hello, there's an Axopar there. Breaking the speed limit, I would suggest. The buoy, actually maybe not. The buoy is definitely that green buoy in the centre of the screen is the speed limit. And now they're breaking the speed limit. Definitely breaking the speed limit now. Looks like, are they slowing down? Or they just turned into a ghost? Time shifting. Yeah, I'm having problems with Itching Cam. I think it's the lack of internet bandwidth. They've upgraded the internet, supposedly, at Itching's Sailing Club, Southampton Sailing Club, on the Itching there. They've supposedly upgraded their internet, and what they've seemed to have done is made it worse. Well, the shipmate Martino, he gives us a little message. He says, happy Easter there, Captain, Blue Spanner crew and shipmates. He's been a member for 9 months. Thank you, shipmates. Because I did hear a message from Arcadia earlier, but I didn't actually hear the message. I just heard VTS reply to a message from Arcadia, and so I thought it was ready to go, because all the shipmates are down there on the side, aren't they? Ready to heave-ho the lines securing Arcadia. We can see the ones on the other side as well, on the pointy end. The Arcadia is at the Queen Elizabeth II terminal, which we had a little discussion in the other live stream that I think it's potentially the worst terminal in the port of Southampton. It really is a bit dog-eared. Well, the shipmate Roaming Rogers Travel Diaries. He's watching. Happy Easter all, and he's watching with a glass of grog. Oh, that's a good idea. I could do with some grog. It's been a while. Well, the shipmate Danny says, Captain, enjoyed your videos of from Norwegian Aqua. What did you think of the ship? Well, of course, it's all bright and sparkly and shiny and new. Oh, hello. I think we've got some lines being... Oh, yep, the lines are coming down now. Yes, great ship. I think designed for the American market. Lots of outside space, so it'll be perfectly suited for the Caribbean. I also thought the cabins were just ever so slightly bigger than the last couple of ships I've been on. Arcadia, blimey. Iona and Avia. It was, just slightly, ever so bigger. The bathroom was slightly bigger. The cabin itself was slightly bigger. Just the gap at the end of the bed where you shuffle past the wall, the cabin wall. Everything was just slightly bigger. Which is probably more for the American market. I've got one more film to make about arriving in New York, which I'd sort of forgotten and was busy travelling and also stuffed up with a stupid cold. So I shall make the last film of my film 11 of the 7-day series. It's all gone a bit wrong. At this rate, Arcadia will be going out and Ventura will be hot on her heels. Well, they should make green fingers. Says, I love the daily cruise videos. Oh, you're missing it. I really enjoyed making the daily videos. It really gave me something to do. So, because you're at sea for 10 days, there wasn't so much to do, and I didn't bring anything else with me. I didn't bring any books or anything. So, making the daily videos was excellent. It really focused my attention, and I probably did lots of things I wouldn't have done. I would have gone to the ship talks. But anyway, it was good to go to the ship talks, talks from the captain and from the officers and various different people. That was really interesting. Talk on the Statue of Liberty. That was interesting. It also made me get up early in the morning and edit the videos, which was, I got up, did a bit of editing, then went and treated myself to breakfast when I was pretty much done, and then came back, did the voiceover, checked it, uploaded it, which, depending on the internet,
VTS to Ventura.
Oh, Ventura's reading in that.
Ventura, VTS. Good afternoon. VTS Ventura, your pulse aboard, port side 246, 8.6, maximum draft out for La Coruña, and figures to follow. Ventura, VTS. All received, thank you.
Yeah,
it's all good for on-time departure as well. There's no delays. We're just going to be disconnecting the gangways and stuff shortly. Ventura, BTS, all received. Yeah, no traffic to affect short.
There we go. Looks like she's singled up now. Just a couple of lines left. What can we see on Netley Cam? We'll just about see them, can't we?
Southampton VTS, One Intelligence.
One Intelligence, VTS.
Yeah, good afternoon, pilots on board, starboard side 2, SCT5. Draft 14.65, no reported defects. Vessel's off to Singapore. I'll come back to you with crew numbers. We're looking to get away for 1700, but we've got 8 and 2 tie-up, so we're just going to see how things go at the moment.
Intelligence, BTS, all received.
One Intelligence, a big magenta-coloured container ship down near the end of the port. She's looking to get away at 5 o'clock as well. She's got quite a few tugs assisting her. She's a big beast, 400 metres of container ship goodness. There we go, that's the One Intelligence. I've got this new bow design where it's supposedly more aerodynamic. I mean, I don't quite know how much more aerodynamic a container ship can be, and which is a big, massive block, isn't it? But anyway, that's what that's supposedly for. Well, shipmate Paul Stanley says, I've heard so many people get ill on cruises. Yeah, they do. I mean, I must confess, I was ill before I got on the cruise. So I was probably one of those super spreaders. I had a cough and it just didn't seem to go, and then I picked up a cold. No, it's my own fault.
Figaro BTS, well received, thank you. The only inbound traffic, Red Eagle, outside of the greens at North.
There we go. All singled up. Well, past singled up now. All lines are in. I don't know if we've got any shipmates waving on board. Oh, look, the party lights have started on the top. Not one of the prettiest sterns on Arcadia. It's a bit of a block of flats at the stern there. But it looks like we'll have Arcadia departing, and then pretty much straight away after that we'll have Ventura. So excellent. It'll be quite busy for our 2 departures. Shipmate Andrew A says, I like how the horns on your cruise sounded a bit like you were censoring swearing with them. I will adopt that in future films if some swearing occurs. Bit of a horn, foghorn. Yeah, the foghorns were excellent. Lovely and loud. The shipmate Sam Musgrave says, any fireworks? No fireworks, shipmate. Not today. Not for Aqua, in fact. No, I mean, we arrived in New York under a cloak of darkness. Drifted past the Statue of Liberty. I've got to download off my camera all my films and videos and things. I shall do that this evening, and then I shall edit up that film and probably try and get that out this evening. Maybe out tomorrow. I'll see how it goes. Arcadia making some movement now. She's picking up speed. Second oldest vessel in P&O's fleet, and she's heading off on a 19-day round trip to the Eastern Mediterranean Discovery, an Easter-themed cruise, apparently. She's calling in at Motril in Spain, which I've not seen too many ships call in there before. It's near Malaga. Then Palermo in Sicily. Then lots of places in Greece I can't pronounce very well. Piraeus in Athens. Then Kusadi in Turkey.
Roger 7, good afternoon. Leaving maintenance berth to Town Quay and picking up to 1726.
Roger 7 VPS, well received, thank you.
Then Santorini in Greece.
VPS Ventura, were you calling? Ventura VPS. Yeah, I just wondered if someone could check the vessel's AIS. We've got no signal here, and there's nothing on the online tracking systems for 3 hours. Roger, I'll get them to check.
Oh, I've got it. It's working for me, Chris. No, see, I've got Ventura. There you go. 3 hours ago. No, you're right. It's out of date. All right, well spotted, VTS. Yeah. Well, then, what's going on there then? Someone's turned off the AIS transponder. That's it broadcasts the position of the ship. Very handy. Very handy for me. I can see what's going on. Oh, there's shipmate Susanna Cruises, rather. Oh, we just made it back from a horse show in time. A horse show. Excellent. Do you know what? I was supposed to go cross-country at some point. Every time we try and go cross-country, the weather is appalling.
Galicia, VTS, well received there. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Shipmate Wayne Nolan says, regarding my cold, sharing is caring. Ah, there you go. See, I cared for all 2,832 passengers on board Norwegian Aqua. Oh, the shipmate Simon Green says, glad you're back for your travels. What are the rules around drone usage near the port? He did send me an email while I was on holiday. No, I've not actually checked my email, so yes. There are no particular rules about drone flying in port, other than the standard rules for flying a drone, really. The only place you can sensibly do it, though, is Mayflower Park. That gives you a good view as the ships pass. Other than that, all the land is owned by ABP, and they take a very dim view of drones and exciting things like that. So Mayflower Park is your best bet. There we go. She is starting to drift away from the dockhead. Shipmate Lizzie says, is my camera wonky or is Arcadia wonky? No, my camera's definitely wonky. It gets put out temporarily, and sometimes it doesn't fix properly to the wall. We shall have to address that at some point. Well, the shipmate Mark Gardner says, first time tuning in. My dad and stepmom are on board today. First cruise of 2025 with 2 more booked. Excellent. Well, perhaps they give us a wave, shipmate. Or if you know where they are, you can keep an eye out for them. Slowly coming away from the side of the dock there. Yeah, poor old itching cam's not best behaving itself at the moment. Unlike junction cam, which is pointing at a roof, so that needs work as well. Now, what's conditions like over in Cowes? Well, relatively clear. It's a little bit hazy over the land, isn't it? Yeah, down to 20 nautical miles. I just wonder if Ventura's updated their AIS. No, apparently not.
Did you just have me guess what the thank you? Inbound reach boy. Cowshot tide gauge 3.99. Channel outbound.
Yeah, it's not looking as good as previous days, is it? It's definitely a little bit hazy there. Ooh, so it looks like an ambulance down there by Red Kestrel. Didn't hear any horns either. Disappointing. The shipmate Simon Green. Oh, he's still asking questions about his drone. Do you have any experience the other side of the water down near Hythe Cowshot area? Yeah, it's Cowshot Spit is actually quite a good location. The problem with Cowshot Spit is there is a large area behind you, which is area of scientific SSSI, scientific and special interest area. So you could be careful of that. Although I don't think it applies too heavily. But also, Cowshot Spit is owned by Hampshire County Council, and they require insurance and a licence and so on for you to fly down there. But there is a public slipway which you can get on. A little bit complicated. But it is a great shot, though. You do get the ships passing by quite rapidly, which is really good to get them in motion. But also, they pass close enough to the land that you don't need to fly too far away. The problem with Hythe is if you want to get anywhere near the ships, it's actually too far to fly. You're a long way from the shipping lane when you're in Hythe. So Cowshot is actually better in that respect. Of course, if you want to fly beyond sensible distances, it's up to you. I always, if I put anything on YouTube, I make sure that I'm following the rules. So that when people tell me that I'm doing things wrong, I can say, no, I'm fully law-abiding. It looks like she's started up the engines now, heading forwards off on this 19-day Eastern Mediterranean Easter-inspired cruise. Not on itching cam yet. Ventura has radioed in. She says she's ready to go. Maybe she'll give us a blast on her horn. There we go. She's picking up speed now. Yeah, one of the second oldest ship in P&O's fleet. Aurora is the only ship that's older. Aurora is 2000. Arcadia 2005. That's making her 20 years old.
Six feet, yes, that's all. Copy, thank you. And yeah, Figaro there, Bourne Gap out. We've got the Arcadia dockhead outward bound, and the Ventura, she's at stations on 46.
Sure, I can see any. Can I see any lines for Ventura? Being a smaller ship, no, she's sort of hiding. Being the smaller ships, hiding behind the buildings. You need the bigger ships, and you can say, "Oh, I can." Oh, I don't know. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. I'm not sure. No, I can't see any lines at all. I can just see the rather dismal exterior of the Queen Elizabeth II terminal, which we've all decided is by far the worst terminal in the port. Well, shipmate, the pack, aka Andrew, gets no horns. Disappointing. I agree. Very disappointing. Especially recently we've been doing rather well with the horns.
Red Eagle VTS, that's all received, thank you. The Arcadia just south of Dockhead now, out and about. And Ventura at the stations on 46.
Super calm conditions today, though. Look at that. As flat as the proverbial mill pond. You can see what I mean about the stern there of the Arcadia. It's rather vertical. Oh, it's not working very well, is it? Go on, please work properly. Well, shipmate, the pack, aka Andrew. Oh, he's got friends and family on board. Quite a few shipmates got friends and family on board.
Arcadia VTS, that's all.
I can't hear. It's really funny.
Yes, Red Falcon, sorted by Robert.
Arcadia radioed in earlier.
Red Falcon VTS, all copied, thank you. The Ventura is at station 46, but Arcadia, Western Shelf outward bound. No inbound traffic to fetch it.
All copy, thank you.
Arcadia radioed in earlier, and I couldn't hear a thing, and yet my antenna is, quite frankly, looking at Arcadia, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I've noticed that with some of the ships. The radio reception is very poor.
Arcadia VTS.
Bet she's going to radio in with the numbers, isn't she?
Arcadia VTS, evening again, and yeah, affirmative, good to go.
It's the numbers, I bet. We can't hear them.
Arcadia VTS, that's all copied and confirmed. Passengers 1962. Crew 841 with a total of 2833 plus yourself.
Oh, good. Thanks, Chris, for repeating that. Very helpful indeed. No, numbers for Arcadia, 1,962 on board. She's got maximum double occupancy of 2,094, so pretty full. And the crew complement of 841, where she's got a max of 866. So, yeah, pretty full ship. Not a lot of pleasure craft out on the water today.
VTS, yeah, that's all copied. I believe there's no ready berth available for you. Just stand by and I'll confirm a nav anchorage.
Yeah, there's not the best of days. If you want to be out sailing, it's not even a very good day for sailing, is it? There's hardly any wind, so it's not very sunny. Not really that warm either, is it?
Gemma VTS.
So next away is the Ventura. She's due away any second.
Gemma VTS, nav anchorage number 1, please. Nav anchorage number 1. Just confirm and check your chart over.
Well, the shipmate Johnny B. The shipmate Ren Morris is doing this cruise next year. Oh, right. It does look really interesting. I've not seen these destinations before on a cruise. Motril in Spain, Palermo in Sicily. I've seen those a few times. Well, Sicily. Then you've got Piraeus, in Athens in Greece.
Gemma VTS, that's all copied, sir. If you give me a call back,
Kusadasi in Turkey, and then Santorini Island in Greece. Heracleone in Crete, and then Gibraltar in the UK territory, south of Spain there. Yeah, it's a good itinerary, that. Hopefully the weather will be good as well. Well, the shipmate Bernard says the muster drill is done on Ventura. She's radioed in. She said she was ready to go at 5 on the dot, so we'll keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, we'll just follow Arcadia as she heads down Southampton Water. Well, the shipmate Ken goes cruising, says, "Ahoy there, Captain. We would like to get back on Arcadia again. It's been a long time, since 2018. Yeah, there's definitely a firm favourite, some of the smaller P&O ships with the shipmates. Oh, in case you're wondering. Stop it. There we go. In case you're wondering, shipmates, then we look at half an hour into the broadcast. I'm not doing too badly today. In case you're wondering, I am the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcasting to you live and direct from the Port of Southampton. There you go, 30 minutes before I remember my sign. That's not bad, is it? 35 minutes yesterday, so I'm improving. Well, the shipmate Barbara. Barbara's in Switzerland. What the weather's been like in Switzerland. It's been a little damp today. Not really damp, but there was the odd spot of rain. Felt a little drizzle here and there. I was going to say we've got 3 ships tomorrow, but information from various shipmates, or particularly shipmate Hillary, suggesting that Aurora is not going to be ready tomorrow. She's, at the moment, I think she's having a refit somewhere. Sounds like the refit has overrun. And because of that, I think the next cruise on Aurora is being cancelled. But it looks like it was only a short cruise anyway. It was just I think it was a 3 or 4 day to Amsterdam or something. I imagine they've scheduled a short cruise just in case the refit overruns, and then they don't have to cancel a long cruise, do they? That's what looks like what's happening there. Sure, shipmate Barbara, yeah, she's in Lucerne, lovely Lake Lucerne.
Busiest Ventura, we're singled up now, about to let go from 46.
Oh, there we go. Just wondering where Ventura was.
That's all received, thank you.
Any ferries inbound?
Ventura VTS negative.
Roger.
If they've turned on their AIS. No, their AIS is still does not appear to be transmitting. Yes, I'll show you on my map. There is the Ventura, and you can see here it says 4 hours ago, so that's the last time it was updated, and really that should be being updated all the time. I have a receiver here, and I pick up the information and then upload it to a website. In fact, I uploaded to this website, Vessel Finder, to keep things up to date, and I just checked, and I cannot see Ventura's AIS on my receiver either. Oh yeah, a couple of shipmates there from Netniclo Sailing Club, actually on their boat. Look at that, they're out there, fiddling with the masts. Got a couple of open days coming up with the club soon. It's there's a I've got it on my calendar. There's a learn to sail a dinghy day. So I'm considering going down and trying that, giving that a go. It's been a long time since I've been out on a laser or a topper. And more importantly, I don't know where everything is stored down at the club. But if you become a member, there's got various different dinghies and lasers and things that you can borrow. So you can just go out for the day and whiz around up and down Southampton Water, assuming your ability allows you to do so. Shipmate Steve Mack reckons they ran out of white paint for Aurora. Was Ventura. I think Ventura's got a lovely sounding horn. I think Iona and Arvia have got particularly weak and weedy horns, not particularly impressive. But Ventura, they're lovely tones. That one, a bit of a dual tone as well, perhaps. Or am I just imagining that? There we go. You can see some flaming going on there at Fawley. Yep, that was Ventura horns. Maybe she'll give us another blast when she gets going again. Well, shipmate Pat Melbourne says they are on Ventura, deck 11, aft port side. We'll wave a flag and tower. Oh, brilliant. Aft deck 11, aft port side. Okay, I shall keep a lookout for you. Should be able to see you. You're on the right side of the ship, or the left side, depending on which way you look at it. Oh, there we go. Is the various pipes and chimneys and different heavy units there from the Fawley refinery. That's probably where you fill up your car with diesel. That's probably where it's come from. Or if you fly from Heathrow or Gatwick, again, that's probably where your fuel comes from. Shipmate Bernard says vacation has started. Yes, I suppose that is the vacation start noise, isn't it?
From all over, Jeff.
Oh, here we go. I can see a cruise ship.
Sam Mollo, BTS, that's all copy, thank you. No immediate traffic for you. The Figaro is just past the Prince Consort, outward bound.
Let's see if we can see our shipmate with the flag and the towel. Deck 11, they say, aft port side. No, I'm not sure where deck 11 is. I imagine it's probably somewhere in the middle, maybe towards the top. Oh, I can see a towel. How many decks does Ventura have? Ventura has 18 decks. More than I was anticipating. I could definitely see the towel. I'm not sure about the flag, though. Oh, I don't know. Maybe there was a flag there. A little difficult to see, but oh, and they've put it on the other side of the glass. Excellent. Right, I'll wait till I'll get the other camera out because the other camera's got a better zoom. And we can see if we can identify this flag. We haven't had a county flag for a little while. But you can see if you do forget your flag, which I did when I went on board, a towel from the cabin also works rather well. As long as they're white, of course. Right, let's see if we can work out. Okay, here we go. It looks like... Ooh. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to go with... I think that's a Leicestershire flag. Blue and green, with a red cross in the middle. Is that Leicestershire? Can't read. Pretty sure that's what it is. Then we've got the red funnel ferry just crossing with the Arcadia. She heads down to Southampton water. If you could, any shipmates help me with that one in the chat. I'm pretty sure it's Leicestershire. It's easy to spot you there. Yeah, it's got that good arm waving there. Look, good strong vertical arm. Exaggerated stroke left to right. Easy to spot. Shipmate Pat Melwood says, oh, Lincolnshire flag. Oh, Lincolnshire was it? Oh, I was relatively close then. Looks like our only waiver with the Lincolnshire flag. I think I've been corrected. Shipmate Pat's telling me it's a Lincolnshire flag. There it is. Steve Mack says, "Oh, normally running Fox on the Leicestershire flag. I'll probably need to do my homework again on county flags, don't I? I've forgotten what they look like." There she is, reversing out. Of course, you probably want to know where Ventura's going. Well, let me tell you where she's off to. She's off on a 13-day round trip to Spain, Portugal, and the Canary Islands, hopefully seeking some slightly warmer weather down there. First port is La Coruña in Spain, then Funchal in the Portuguese Madeira Islands, then across to Santa Cruz La Palma in the Canaries, then Santa Cruz La Tenerife in the Canaries, and then Lanzarote in the Canaries, and then stopping in at Lisbon in Portugal on the way home. Final stop, port of Southampton. And again, it's an Easter-themed cruise, which I don't really understand quite what that means. There are plenty of people out on their balconies, though. Look at that, so almost 5 people in a row there. Gives you some good idea here of scale with the Red Kestrel down there. It's a fairly sizable ship, the Red Kestrel, the freight-only ferry service to the Isle of Wight. But look at that Ventura completely dwarfing the Red Kestrel there. I shall turn the outside microphone off. I have a feeling that's the last haulage we will get.
Red Jet 6 VTS, that's all copied. And clear to proceed with caution for the Ventura, thank you.
Arcadia making good progress. Oh, there actually is a few people out on...
6 VTS, 3.98 on the gauge.
Not sure if that's a windsurfer or a laser or something. Oh, that might be... I think it might be a little laser.
6 will be back in on Tuesday morning.
Red Jet 6 VTS, that's all copied, sir. Thank you. Good evening to you all.
Thank you. Have a good watch.
The old bow thrusters starting up on Ventura. Ventura's got that interesting feature. It's just coming into the top of our screen here, where you can actually walk around right at the very, very tippy front of the ship, which is unusual. Not often you see that on ships, where you can actually walk right to the front. But look at that, it's just coming onto our screens now. You can walk right at the very front. That's where I'd certainly be going. Yep, there you go. There's a couple of shipmates there. Some good thrust going on. Do you know what? I think the sun might just be lending its rays to us. It's looking a little brighter out there. There she goes, reversing out of Ocean Terminal, getting the pointy end pointing the right way. Well, the shipmate Greenfingers says that Ventura is their favourite P&O ship. Great looking ship, they say.
One intelligence, Southampton VTS, and I want to...
One of our shipmates are still flying their flag at the stern towards us aft. Let's see if we can see them.
One intelligence, Southampton VTS, channel 12, over.
They're still waving, although perhaps not with quite the vigour and vim that they were earlier. Oh, I think they've seen themselves on the screen again. The old Lancashire flag comes out. It's quite tricky to see that, really, isn't it? Is that blue and red in the other corner? Or was that blue in the other corner? Well done. Thank you, shipmates. Good to have a waiver on board. Hope you have a wonderful cruise. Weather's looking good. Well, shipmate, back Andrew.
Ready, go
Any news on cruise count? Well, I can say cruise count will be going up when the scaffolding comes down, which I'm led to believe it's all more or less down. So now I just need to find some time to put it up. In fact, I need to fix it first. I've discovered that cruise cam's not working properly. So there's a little job for me there. Oh, Ventura, if they still not turned on their AIS. No, oh, no, it is. It is working now. Yeah, Ventura's AIS is working. We can see them on the screen. Yeah, it is moving now. We still have our waiver there. I think was that Pat? Was that Pat Melbourne? Oh, they're going in now. Heading down to the buffet. It is buffet time. Well, the ship with Margaret says, welcome to the Town Quay cam. Town Quay cam. Yeah, it's pointing at the roof. The building it's on has just had its roof replaced, and because of that, the cameras have been moved. And it looks like they've finished, so hopefully they'll go back this week or maybe next week and point at something else other than the roof. I mean, scaffolding seems to have been the bane of my life at the moment.
Cleo Ray, yes, good afternoon.
Shipmate Green Fingers says, am I right in thinking Ventura is adults only? Oh, I don't know, shipmate. I think Arcadia is. I'm not sure about Ventura. I'm sure there's a shipmate in the chat
Cleo
that
Ray,
can...
yes, that's all we see. Thank you. Good afternoon. Have a good watch and a safe passage. We'll speak to you next time.
I'm sure there's a shipmate in the chat that'll let us know if it's adult only. I get confused which P&O ships are. I tried to set the car to bar challenge when I got on Norwegian Aqua, which I thought would be an easy one to do, but no, it was an absolute nightmare. I think it was, I can't remember, it was like an hour and 3/4 to get onto.
Yes, good afternoon to you. That's all copy. Thank you. City of Chichester, just past the East Bramble there, North Channel, outward bound, and the Figaro, southeast wide middle out.
Yeah, it was something like an hour and 3/4 to get onto Aqua from the car, to get to the bar, car to bar. Very disappointing. The boarding system, everyone was allotted a time, a window, a half-an-hour window, but it appeared to me that everyone turned up at exactly the same time. There was no queuing system. Someone at some point gave me a little card that said Group A, which I just carried the card around with me, a little laminated card, and then gave it to someone else, and that was it. Nothing seemed to happen with that for any use. So yes, it was quite a long time to get on. Whereas the last couple of times I've got on with Iona and Ventura, I think I must be somewhere in the half an hour, 45 minutes to get on. I was only a bit longer last time because my friend Chris decided to bring on things he shouldn't have done. And he had to go through the security twice. They're very strict on what you can take on board. There's Ventura heading off on her 13-day round trip Spain, Portugal and the Canary Islands. Calling in at La Coruna in Spain, Funchal in the Portuguese Madeira Islands, then Santa Cruz de Palma in the Canary Islands, Santa Cruz de Tenerife in the Canary Islands, Lanzarote in the Canary Islands, then one last stop in Lisbon, Portugal, pick up some port while you're there, and then heading back to the port of Southampton. Well, the shipmate Gene Fletcher says, we'll be on Arvia in 3 weeks. I have my flag. Woohoo! Excellent, shipmate. We'll keep a lookout for that. Oh, well, the shipmate Daniel F. Many thanks for subscribing, shipmate. Welcome aboard. Shipmate Margaret says only Arcadia and Aurora adults only. Oh, do you know what? I think that might be a naming convention for all the P&O ships, the older ones that are A's, Arcadia and Aurora adults only. Okay, I'll see if I can remember that.
Jet 7, departing tank.
There's one of the, that's that Red Funnel Ferry again. We'll get a good view in a second on Netley Cam. Of course, that is a great place to go ship.
Yes, good evening to you. That's all copy, thank you. Ventura just running down to Dockhead, outward bound, and the Red Eagle Dockhead, inward bound.
Copy, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, Ventura's last refurbishment was 2018. So, yes, she really is in need of a lick of paint and probably a bit of carpet here and there. Not looking too bad on the outside. I was talking to some... I was just about to say who it was. I was talking to some shipmates from a cruise company, which I won't mention which one it was. And during the pandemic, they obviously were struggling to maintain the ships. So they only painted the side of the ship that came into port. So if it docked on the port side, they just painted the port side and left the starboard side alone. Which I thought that was quite amusing. Well, I suppose if no one sees it, no one knows, do they? Well, of course, we have a Solent Ships group cruise. And that will be taking place on the 14th of October on Sky Princess over to Hamburgers for 5 nights. I've already booked up my tickets to Miniature World. I've got that behind-the-scenes tour as well. Looks like that'll be quite fascinating. If you are interested, contact Paul, our channel sponsor from Love Cruise, or do that, scan the QR code there, and he'll sort you out. I've been talking to Paul. We're going to quite a few some events arranged, and actually we were talking to Princess Cruises last week. He was, and they're giving us some space here and there on the ship for our own use, so that we can do a few things. I'm thinking about a pub quiz. That's currently one of my ideas. Looks like the red jet just shooting past on the other side. Oh, shipmate Joy Davenport said, she had Ventura had a partial refit before we got on her in October 23. New carpets and a lick of paint. Yeah, I mean, I suspect the row is doing the odd bits here and there. I know when I was on, can't remember which ship it was, they were replacing the carpets in one of the stairwells. And that ship wasn't even very old. I think it was about a year old. When you think about it, the number of people on board, all that traffic. It's one thing I do tend to do on the cruise ships. I do tend to use the stairs quite a lot. The way I look at it, if I go up and down the stairs once, that's another visit to the buffet I can have. That's my logic anyway. Right, shipmates, hope you've enjoyed that one. Tomorrow, I'm not sure if Arcadia is going to be here or not tomorrow. Aurora. The general reports are that she's been delayed in the refit, so she won't be here tomorrow. So there could just be 2 tomorrow, which would be the Embassy Virtuosa and the Queen Victoria. We've got a couple on Tuesday, the Bolay and the Ultramarine, but that's St. Helens Anchorage. I can't really see that. I might see it on Cow's Cam. But Thursday's the big one. Thursday, we have Celebrity Apex, Balmoral, Aurora, Rotterdam, and Regal Princess. Oh, there, shipmate, Green Fingers. Well, many thanks for becoming a member, shipmate. Get yourself down to the galley and grab yourself a mug of grog. Right, with that, shipmates, I am talking about galleys. Probably time for me to head down to the galley. I shall continue following on the Netley cam. But I'd like to thank all my PayPal donors, Patreons, subscribers, and of course, most of all, the Blue Spanner crew for helping out in the chat on these live streams and all the other live streams. So until next time, shipmates.
Samuel over to Samuel over to yes, that's all we see, sir. Thank you. Good evening to you, and we'll speak to you later. Red off, VTS, good evening to you. That's all copy, thank you. Arcadia is just past the hook, outward bound, clear channel. She's followed by the Ventura. She's just at northwest Netley now, outward bound. And the One Intelligence at stations SCT5 out. Red Falcon VTS, that's all received. Thank you. Just the Arcadia there, head of view. Outbound clear channel. No reported inbound traffic.